It's time for the feel-good stories that inspire us to shine in Reason to Smile, presented by Creating Smiles Dental.
Move over, Frosty and Olaf, because this Florida snowman is melting hearts. Now let's explain, because here in Florida, our chances of seeing snow are slim to none.
That's true, and a lot of kids who grow up here are curious about those snow days that they only get to see on TV. So that's why an elementary school teacher in Riverview went above and beyond to show her students snow for the very first time.
Earlier this winter, she reached out to her sister in Kentucky and asked, "Do you want to build a snowman?" Well, that led to this little guy getting shipped to Florida in a box with ice packs. And here's what happened when that special delivery arrived at school.
Oh my gosh. He made it. He made it. He made it.
Hey, and because he made it without melting, his name is Lucky, and he's getting a lot of love and attention at school and online.
And we are the lucky ones today, because joining us right now is Lucky himself, along with Mrs. Hughes, the teacher, and the school principal, Mrs. Sams, from South Shore Charter Academy. Ladies, Lucky, thank you for joining us. Let's start with the snowman. How is Lucky doing? He looks pretty good for a snowman living in Florida.
He is doing great. We did add a new carrot today just so that he would look good for his television debut with you all. So other than a new carrot, he's doing great. And still spreading lots of joy.
Lots of joy around the world. What's it been like? You've probably had people get a hold of you from all over. Tell us about that.
Just this morning, I got a call from the mayor at Lake Placid in New York, and he wants to talk to us about Lucky, and he wants to set up a thing so that we can share a huge snowstorm that they're getting ready to have up in Lake Placid. So he's called me this morning. So it's been crazy.
Well, never mind Lake Placid. Mrs. Sams, tell us what Lucky has done just for your school.
The kids are so excited. They literally fell in love with him, and they just cheer every time we bring him out of the freezer, and they have so many questions about science, and it's just created a lot of conversations that students have learned something new and been able to bond with each other and with Miss Hughes over this experience.
Well, Miss Hughes, how are we keeping Lucky alive? How are we going to ensure that he lasts a lot longer?
Right. So we have wonderful staff in our kitchen. Our kitchen ladies have even made a sign in the freezer, "Home for Lucky the Snowman." So he has his own little sign. He has his own little space in the school freezer. So it's a nice -5 degrees in there. So he really loves it.
He wasn't in the freezer when your sister shipped him to you. Was waiting for Lucky to arrive nerve-wracking? Were you up at night going, "Hope he makes it, I hope he makes it, I hope he makes it"?
We actually tracked him. So we were following him on UPS. He flew 800 miles. So we tracked him on UPS. He arrived in Tampa around 6 a.m. and then was at our school by 10. So we were tracking him the whole way. It's like putting a child on the plane. We were so excited when he arrived.
And the reaction from the kids is just priceless. You've got them really excited about this. I imagine you're using it as a learning tool as well.
Absolutely. We're planning on, for Earth Day, we're going to melt part of Lucky, and we're going to use his water to actually water plants that we have in a garden at our school. We're going to develop a garden, and we're going to use the first drink of water that those plants will get will be from Lucky.
Oh, I love that. Mrs. Sams, there are teachers, and then there are teachers like Mrs. Hughes who go above and beyond. As a school principal, I imagine how lucky you feel to have someone like that on your staff.
I am honored to work alongside of Miss Hughes every day, but especially since she brought this project to our kids. It really shows her passion for kids learning and thinking outside of the box and making sure that their learning is relevant and that they can make those life connections, because that's what they will remember forever.
And along those lines, we heard of teacher shortages. We've heard of teachers being stretched super thin and doing more with less. And when somebody goes out of their way to do something this special, what does that do for morale?
Oh, the whole staff is so excited. Every day they'll come in and they'll ask us, "So who's coming to visit Lucky today?" Or "Is Lucky going to my class?" Or "Which class gets to have Lucky visit?" So it's created a lot of excitement, and renewed that vigor and passion that we need to keep our learning fresh and exciting for the students.
Well, thank you, Lucky, for everything that you bring to the world and to the school and to our community. And thank you both for joining us. Mrs. Hughes, we really salute you.
Oh, thank you all very much for having us. He's going to melt your heart just like he's melted ours.
Oh, he has, believe
Already
me.
has.
You have given us a reason to smile.
A big one. Thanks again, ladies. We'll be right back.